Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is April and today I wanted to share with you guys how I transfer my plants straight from soil to LECA. I think people think it's a lot scarier than it seems. Sometimes you might see the plant decline, but I think it's just that the plant is going from soil to a whole different environment, so there will be a little bit of a shock. I honestly don't mind sending my plant into shock to get it into LECA, especially if that plant is battling pests like fungus gnats or any pest. If you guys are interested in seeing how I transfer my plants from soil to LECA, then just keep watching. So I have one plant in mind that I've been wanting to transfer into LECA for a while. She doesn't have any type of pest problem going on, but I just want to transfer her into LECA because I feel like she would do great. We are in my living room. Don't mind that bare ass wall. It's gonna come together soon. But I do keep my plant shelf in here because this is the brightest room during the day. There are a lot of plants in front of me that you cannot see and over to this shelf that I have here. So the plant that I'm going to be grabbing is my Philodendron Birkin. I'm sure many of you are familiar with this plant, and we are going to be transferring her from this soil to LECA today. All that white stuff on the soil is diatomaceous earth. So the first thing that I would do when I'm transferring a plant from soil to LECA is to pull it completely out of the pot. You guys know I need gloves. We're gonna go put gloves on and grab her out of the pot. My hair already puffy. Literally, my hair gets puffy as soon as I'm done doing it, so I'm done doing it. Yeah. What am I doing next? I just had something else on my mind, but I forgot. So I'm gonna start by pulling her out of here. What I like to do before I rinse the roots off is pull her out of the pot and shake as much of the dirt off of the plant that I can get off, because that saves me time when rinsing off the roots. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. Hopefully no fungus gnats fly out and get me. Did I just rip roots off? No, I didn't. Or did I? So I just dumped it. Look how small that root system is. Excuse me? Basically, you decide on the size of the jar, plastic container, whatever you're gonna use to put your plants into LECA. It needs to be in favor to the root system. So this root system is very small. I'm not gonna put it in a large jar. I'm gonna put it in somewhat of a small jar. But before that, I am gonna go rinse the dirt off of these roots. So I'll be right back with clean roots and a new home for my baby. BRB. Didn't get dark, but I'm back. And I have rinsed the roots off. I don't know if they're supposed to be black or what, but the smaller jar that I'm gonna put her in. Is shit dirty? I don't really like this jar per se, but this is her new home for now, till I find some cuter jars. Next we do have our LECA, and it's in this bag because the last time I cleaned LECA and left it out in this thing and it like stayed a little bit damp, there were gnats on it. Opening the bag of LECA, and I'm gonna fill this thing. We don't do the hole in the jar anymore. I can't believe I ever did that. That used to take so long, my hand used to be cramped up. Let's see if this is enough. The way to position your plants into LECA is really to hold them where you want them with one hand, and you're not gonna be scooping with, like so. I have her positioned how I want, and now I'm gonna go in and backfill. Okay, so I'm just filling around the areas that don't have LECA. Oh, shut up. Shut up. I can't believe I said I don't like this jar because it's like perfect for this plant. She looks beautiful. I'm gonna give her some water with Super Thrive in it and sit her right back where she was on my shelf. She seems to be loving it a little bit more in a shadier spot. I didn't put the water too high up because Philodendron Birkin do like to dry out a bit before being watered again. I did just order a grow light to put in this area, so I'm excited to see my plants take off when that finally gets here. But for now, she is in a shady area and she seems to be doing very well. This is the final result of my Philodendron Birkin transfer from soil to LECA. She currently has a leaf unfurling, that wonky thing right there. I don't typically like to transfer plants that have a leaf unfurling because I feel like it takes literally forever. For example, don't mind those dead leaves. I've been meaning to pluck them. The leaf right there that is currently unfurling. This one has been unfurling forever. But there's so much variegation on it. I love it. It's so pretty. This is the cutest little thing. I do have a feeling she's gonna take really well because the roots were easy to clean. It doesn't seem like they were rotting. They were really strong roots. They were dark, but honestly, a lot of my plants have dark roots. And I think it's because they're in soil. When my water roots grow, which you'll see after they form in this plant, they're very white. For example, I had a fiddle leaf fig that was dying because it had one of those plugs wrapped around the roots, and I had no idea. I repotted it, watered it, I just kept, you know, doing the normal thing. I had about 3 leaves left, and I switched it to LECA, but while I was rinsing off the roots, I found one of those plugs that held the roots in place, or I don't even know what they do, but nurseries, stop. It's kind of embarrassing because my fiddle leaf fig was my pride and joy plant. Like, she was doing so well. Every leaf came out so big, and then out of nowhere, from the bottom up, she just started declining super bad. Look at the new growth. This is one of the new leaves, and this is another new leaf that just came out. I also have another stalk down here with the new leaf that just came out that is perfect as well. And I'm just so happy because I finally saved her. But what I was getting to with this plant is that when I rinsed off her roots, they were very dark. And I see now that I've switched her to LECA. I've been in LECA for about, I would say 2 weeks now. She does have the white roots I was telling you about. She used to be a big, full, fluffy, huge, nice fiddle leaf fig, and this is what I'm working with now, so. One thing oh, there's a little baby leaf coming out. I don't think you saw it. You see it? The baby leaf coming out right there. This is one of the new leaves that came out. Ew, look at my nail. I can't wait to get them done this weekend. I took a 2-week break. Yeah, this is the new leaf that came out. There's another baby leaf coming out. These are old leaves. This one, I swear I stopped the rotting in its tracks when I switched her to LECA. They were all doing this. Every leaf did this and died and fell off. Wish I would have noticed the plug on the roots a lot sooner, but I didn't. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until my next video, bye.